The Elizabethan literature and the major types of Elizabethan poetry.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, especially my friends, my fellow friends, and my dear brothers and sisters. Today, I'm going to teach you the Elizabethan literature, which was mentioned by our first and syllabus. So, let us discuss something about the primary introduction of Elizabethan poetry. The Elizabethan literature was regarded as a great age of English literature. English literature flourished and witnessed its culmination during this period. The Elizabethan literature refers to the bodies of work which was emerged during the reign of Queen Elizabeth from 1558 to 1603. So, however, the proper Elizabethan literary age was began in 1579 with the publication of Spencer's Shepherd's Calendar. So it was a great flourishing age for English literature, especially in the fields of drama and poetry. So Thomas Cade, Christopher Marlowe, William Shakespeare, Philip Sidney are the well-known poets of this period. So poetry also obtained popularity during this period, along with drama. It was a chief form of poetry. Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, Dr. Faustus ruled over the masses. So, the Elizabethan literature is also known as the age of Shakespeare because the Shakespeare is a dominant figure who contributed much to this era. So that's why this age is also called as the age of Shakespeare. And the poetic forms like the sonnet or lyrics, elegy, and song became very popularized during this period. And next, I'm going to explain what are the different types of Elizabethan poetry. The first one is the Elizabethan lyrics. The Elizabethan lyrical poetry is the glory of the age. It produced so many beautiful lyrics. Sweet songs were written and published during this period. So that's why the age is called as a nest of singing birds. Love is the main theme of Elizabethan lyrics, which was expressed in various ways. One of the finest lyricists of this age was Sir Philip Sidney. He is also a poet, soldier, and courtier. He wrote a famous book of sonnet sequences called Astrophel and Stella. And another great poet is Sir Walter Raleigh. He is also a soldier, poet, and courtier. His poems are known for plain style. Most of his poems are short lyrics. They were inspired by actual events. And what is our life is his famous lyrics. And some examples of Elizabethan lyrics can be found in Shakespeare's plays. So, totally, everybody wrote lyrics down from the flowery courtier to the man in the street. So, love of the music were contributed to the growth of lyrics. It was an age of romance, which also led to the development of lyricism. The Elizabethan lyrics express a fine blending of the genius of the people and artistic sense awakened by humanism. One of the finest Elizabethan lyrics are like the rudeness and clumsiness of the popular muse has been penetrated by graceful refinements of vocabulary and a pliability of versification previously unknown to her. Just like that. And most of the people wrote lyrics because it was the fashion to do so. They didn't have the genuine inspiration. They sang of love without being lovers and of nature without having any real feeling for her charms. Such lyrics are artificial, full of affectations, and conventional. They lack intensity and passion because they don't reveal their personal gain, loss, or experience of poets. And second one is the Elizabethan sonnets. The Elizabethan sonnets made the Elizabethan poetry rich and vivid. So, usually, sonnets are born in Italy during the 14th century, and it is particularly associated with the name of Petrarch, though the form had been used before him by no less a genius than Dante. Petrarch introduced sonnets in Italy, and his sonnets are love sonnets based on the theme of his love for Laura. And uh, the sonnet was originated as a short poem which is recited to the accompaniment of music, and a word being a derivative of the Italian sonetto, it means a little sound or strain. Sonnet reached to England in the third decade of 16th century. When sonnet was written in the imitation of Italian model by Watt and Surrey. Actually, Thomas Watt and Earl of Surrey brought it to England and introduced the sonnets to English literature. Thomas Watt introduced a Petrarchan model, and his example was followed by many of his imitators. So, he began to write a love sonnets after the Italian model. He left behind 31 sonnets of rare excellence and beauty. So, Earl of Surrey gave a new turn to sonnet writing by introducing a new form which Shakespeare later used with ease and grace. And another great poet is Sir Thomas Watson. Sir Thomas Watson, also a great poet during this time, he made some experiments in sonnet form, and earlier the sonnet was written in 18th, 12th, and 15th lines, but during the period of Philip Sidney, the sonnet was written in 14th lines, and it was written in iambic pentameter, and the rhyming scheme was dependent on the wish of the poet. So most of the people were followed by Italian and Petrarchan model and separating lines into two groups, octave of 8 lines and sestet of 6 lines. But Shakespeare divided it into 3 groups for 4 lines in each group, in each stanza. And this form became very popularized during this period, and it is also called as the Shakespearean sonnet. And William Shakespeare and Edmund Spenser are very well known poets of this period. So, the third one is the Elizabethan songs. So, Shakespeare in England was the golden age of songs and lyrics. A song became very popular during this period. So the Elizabethan poetry witnessed a different kind of songs like love songs, patriotic songs, philosophical songs, and religious songs. So that's why the court of Elizabeth is called as the nest of singing birds. Love is the main theme of Elizabethan songs. And other themes of song are joy, freedom, sorrow, praise of wine, and childhood and uh, nature. Childhood and nature. And also Sidney also wrote so many songs which are characterized by depth of passion, exquisite beauty, romance, and fancifulness. And even Shakespeare also wrote so many beautiful songs for his comedies and romances. And his poems are spontaneous, and fresh, and they carried rustic realism. And he has inserted his songs in his famous comedy play As You Like It. And he also wrote a love song, Venus and Adonis, which is very famous in English literature. And Thomas Decker's and Ben Jonson's plays have many beautiful, lovely songs. And during this period, Thomas Campion, also a great poet, he is also considered as a memorable poet during this period. Thomas Campion deserves a praise for his attractive lyrics, which the poet honestly and practically adapted to musical requirements. He is stirred to rapture by sacred and profane love alike. His famous collection of songs are the Books of Iras, which was published in 1612, and the Songs of Morning, which was published in 1613, and they are very famous for high musical quality. So, thus the song became very popularized form of poetry. So Lord Byron's She Walks in Beauty, Tennyson's Tears are perfect examples of this period, though they deal with a different mood. So, and another great poet, John Donne, is also wrote a beautiful song, Go and Catch the Falling Star. So, totally, overall England, the sweet spring of song had arisen, like the first chirping of birds after the storm. Nearly 200 poets were recorded in the short period of 1558 to 1625. So in a work like this, we can consider this age is also known as the nest of singing birds, and also we can consider only those poets who have infinite riches in a little room. And fourth one is pastoral poems. It is one more form of elegy. It is known as pastoral elegy, and it is very famous form of this elegy. So in this type of elegy, the poet is expected to react like a shepherd. He weeps over the death of his fellow friend shepherd. So the settings of this elegy is rustic life, and the poet tries to use images like shepherds, sheep, flowers, and rural life. And Spencer has wrote the famous pastoral poem, Shepherd's Calendar. It is also considered a memorable pastoral poem of this period. And most of this type of poetry of this period were romantic by nature. And fifth one is uh, satirical poems. Satire grew and flourished during the reign of Queen Elizabeth. Spencer wrote A Mother's Hepburn Tale is also considered as the famous satirical poems of this period. But John Donne is considered as the most important satirical poet of this period because his satires are in the way of classical. He wrote satirical poems in a classical type. His satires are very serious, and they criticized the human life. So that's why the John Donne is considered the greatest satirical poet of this period. So, Of the Progress of the Soul is a very famous and memorable satirical poem of this period, and it is written by John Donne. So humor, wit, and ironical descriptions have made his sonnets in a classical type. So Joseph Hall and Joseph Marston's are also greatest satirical poets of this period. And the last one is religious and epic poetry. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth, religious and epic poetry was flourished. Robert Southwell wrote religious poems. His St. Peter's Complaint is a very famous religious poems of this period. And Edmund Spenser also wrote a beautiful romantic epic called The Fairy Queen. It is also considered the first romantic epic in the history of English literature. So, but as an epic, it is an incomplete. But this poetry is very rich, beautiful, natural, and vivid. So, the Elizabethan songs and lyrics are very famous even today. They are the source of joy for the lovers of the poetry. And also, we can say the most important characteristic of this period, that is, the Elizabethan poetry has given the priority in the field of emotional expression. So these are the important things which are performed during the reign of Queen Elizabeth. So this is a brief about Elizabethan poetry, and in the next video I will tell you what are the characteristics of Elizabethan poetry and who are the greatest poets and what is their contribution and all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. If you like this video, then please subscribe to this video, and if you want to share this video to anyone, just try to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching this video. Please support us so that I will do more videos like this.